Yeah. Or you could drop down and come back up, but it's going to take about the same amount of time. Oh man, I just remember Liam going crazy over the box pushing animation in Nier, because like the animation, he's struggling so hard, and he's like grunting and pushing forward, and then he turns around and puts his back against it. And
Yeah.
It's like he's shoving the shit out of it.
Oh, cool! Look at this. 1 second. Am I throwing it?
Yeah. What do you?
Like I'm just tapping it, and it's sending a light blast out.
Oh yeah, the blast. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, every single attack sends a shockwave when you have the shockwave upgrade.
I thought it only went for a short distance. I'm
No,
trying to figure
it goes off into the distance. It's massive.
Oh, okay. I'm trying to figure out what the special like holy blessing is.
I'm going to assume that it's either healing or something else.
That would make sense. That every time I threw it, I was getting a +0.
But I think you have offensive
That's true. Go from hitting
thing
something.
on.
Oh.
Yeah, because you were hitting that guy.
What's
Nier
rule?
Automata. Holy blessing. Weapon effects. Stunner. Attack speed. Critical. Increases attack power when HP is full.
Okay.
Which is a lot, because you recover your health constantly.
So presumably
Yeah,
then
so
the dark one is when you're at low health?
What was it called? Dark Impulse?
Yes.
Increases attack power when HP is at 30% or less.
Okay. What is
Phoenix Flash?
yes.
That was one of the other ones. Chance of restoring HP when damaging enemies.
What about Finish Blast?
What? Finish Blast. Detonates the final hit of close range combos. So you get an explosion on the last hit of your combo.
Oh, cool.
As long as you're not throwing. What?
Energy Charge is the next one.
Energy Charge. Charges on standby, increases attack for a short time. So when you're not attacking, it charges up.
Okay.
And your
And
first,
using your first attack.
your first several attacks, because it says increases attack for a short time.
Okay.
So your like first combo is going to be stronger.
So yeah, the Holy Blessing definitely sounds like it's the best option for me, with all my constant healing.
Yeah, like you don't stay below 30 very long.
You will go no further. We will protect the king with our very lives. Don't give them a single inch.
Ah.
All hail the king!
Just want to see what that is.
This is our beloved nation.
There's an ability you can get called Shift Void,
Okay.
and it just changes the appearance of damage values and your evade maneuvers.
Okay.
And I just want to see it.
Yeah.
Where do you get it? How? This page isn't descriptive enough.
I must say, this side scrolling with my combat moves when I'm dodging and doing it perfectly and using my skill looks really cool.
Cool.
Now we're about to get in the boss fight, right? If I remember right. There's the baby.
Yes. The wee baby king.
The wee baby.
Is
The wee
this
baby Seamus.
their king?
And this explains why it's a baby as their king. And then died. So here's my question. Why did she kill the baby?
I mean,
Presumably, like, it had memories from the previous king.
yeah, gotta kill it.
So we eventually learn more about her, right?
Yeah.
2B. That's
I mean, obviously not
an
on this
android.
playthrough.
A Yorha-type
No, of course not.
android.
Alert. This unit is currently wanted by Yorha. Annihilation recommended.
Killer.
Annihilation? But why?
Let's go, 9S.
2B?
Let's fight her for no reason.
I mean, your like,
Hello?
Bunker to 2B and 9S. We've picked up a signal from the black box of a fugitive known as A2. What
Why
you
is her
see in front
letter
of you
first rather
is
than
your
number
enemy.
But she's...
has.
She deserted us. She's destroyed multiple pursuit androids. Now kill her before she kills you.
Yeah, I don't really like the commander. She's very like, you have to do stuff regardless.
Yeah, she's the police chief, or the general, or whatever. Every other person who's ever done that kind of job.
Yeah.
It's not your job to know everything.
But she's super like suspicious about it. Oh shit.
It's basically just the fact that this is a Yorha unit that has deserted is could be enough to make you want her dead.
Well, and there she goes. And eventually I learned more about her. Hopefully.
Why? Why did you betray us?
Command is the one that betrayed you.
Yeah, that's kind of the impression I'm getting. Like, Command's a cunt, and more Yora are
Let's
showing
go
up
after
that
her,
are
2B.
leaving, and like there was that one quest chain that we did that we killed those three, and then the fourth one shows up and goes, "Why did you do this? We weren't stealing from you."
Yeah, well, I mean, technically, their bodies are property, and thus, if they take their bodies, then that's stealing.
Yeah.
Damn. She got
Yeah.
away. Operator, this is 9S.
It's like,
Patch
you
me
were
through to the
created
commander.
for a purpose. You
Roger
are
that,
being
9S.
only slightly.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Commander.
Perform your purpose.
We failed to defeat the fugitive.
I see. Well, at least you're both safe. That's an incredibly powerful unit you just faced. You should probably keep your distance in the future.
Commander, why did A2 desert the Force?
I'm afraid that's classified.
Oh? Huh. 2B,
Why is she called
Yeah.
A2?
let's go ask Pascal about A2. He might know something.
Yes, what could
All
A
right.
stand for?
That's my question. Yeah, because S is
Scanner.
scanner, right, and then B is battle.
Whether in wind
Mhm.
or rain.
And we already learned about the murder one, though I forget, it was like
Or
K?
snow.
Yeah, I think so.
For like
or even
killbots?
amidst the rising flames of war. They were always together.
This is about the robot
They
guy,
never understood why.
Yeah.
as opposed to the robot king.
They spent their lives nestled together.
I
Forever.
have become God.
Forever and ever.
I have become as God.
We must become like God.
Yeah, that's it.
And then they all start exploding.
Yeah.
Pascal? This is 9S.
Oh, you survived. How wonderful.
Yeah, we're fine.
Moose.
But there's something we want to ask you about.
Of course.
The
Anything.
well-known
Actually, it needs to be in
Moose
person.
friends.
Understood. I'll open the gate we built to deter enemy invaders.
Look,
You'll
man.
be able to reach the village through there.
Japanese people have never seen a moose. I assume.
Probably not.
I don't know if there's moose in Japan.
I don't know if I can keep my moose.
I don't think you can. I think you have to go back across the bridge you came on.
Charge!
Well, yeah, there you
I
go.
can keep my moose.
Moose powers.
We are Canadians. This is kind of our thing.
There's a cartoon called Forget About It,
Okay.
and it's about a
That must be the
mafia
gate
guy
Pascal
in
opened
witness
for us.
protection in Canada. And so there's a Mountie character that's in charge of their safety, and he always rides in on a horse. He's just in his full Mountie uniform. He's like, ah! And he's just this gigantic burly guy. It's great. And he's always very polite, but quite forceful as well.
Oh my god.
He's just like the hero man. It's great.
I watched Super Troopers 2 recently. And
How do they
a
go
bunch
to
of
Canada?
Yeah, they go to Canada.
I can
Great.
get a liter of cola.
Yeah. You watched it?
No, I just saw that part of the trailer.
Yeah. Would you like a liter? What did you say?
Hey, can I get a liter? Just the first one. Can I get a liter of cola? What?
I don't know what that is.
It's French. Forgive me some goddamn cola.
Oh, I have to get off my moose.
Yes, you can't. There's no moose in the city.
There should be.
I mean, there was a time that I saw an actual moose in the city.
Yeah, that happens.
I was walking, I was just moving my car at work, and it was like 7 a.m.,
Yeah.
and I hear hooves, and I'm like, is
Oh,
someone
fuck.
riding a horse? And I'm looking around, and then there's just a moose comes running down the street, and it runs at a woman who is on that, I'm on the other side of the road from it.
Yeah.
So there's a woman on the other side of the road walking, and it's running towards her, so she hides at a bus stop.
Oh.
And then it runs along, and it's freaked out because there's people around.
Yeah.
And it's early, so there's no cars. It's just free to roam on the road. Basically, it's like 6 something. And so there's some trees by the front of the hospital. And so I think I'm pretty sure it's thinking, I'm going to go for those trees.
Yes.
And I'm going to get out of here. So it goes to the trees. But that's the front entrance. So obviously 5 security guards come walking out the front door. And you just see the moose bolt back out and go down the road again. It's just
Oh my
hilarious.
god, that's ridiculous.
It's like the moose, he must have thought he stepped in a beehive. In an anthill or whatever.
Yeah,
just these little
everyone
guys
popping up out of nowhere.
just showing up.
I'm surprised you wish to speak with me personally. Whatever is the matter?
You don't want to
It'll be
step on a
faster if you
beehive.
just take a look at
No,
this
you do
recording.
not want to step on a beehive. That's awful.
It's also difficult
Cleo?
to step on a beehive.
Well, if it's on the ground, it happens.
I mean, beehives generally not, unless it was
Wasp
already
nests.
dead. Wasps
Wasp
will build
nests.
a nest anywhere, and they'll fuck you up.
I
There's
see.
actually
Information about this A2 android is
Didn't we
indeed
transfer data
contained
last
within
time
our
with this?
archives.
yes.
We all understand her to be rather dangerous. However, she's never visited our village in person. My apologies. That's all the information
Yeah, because you were
I
like,
have.
command isn't
I
going
see.
to tell us anything, so we'll ask the
All right,
locals.
thanks.
Makes sense.
Let's
So
stay
that's-
sharp
yeah.
and head back to the resistance camp.
Yeah, I was going to say the
We
next
should
stop
run a
is
check on our
resistance camp,
consciousness
Yeah.
data and resupply.
And I was going to say... there's a cool video online that's like a clip from a documentary
Okay.
about bees and wasps and stuff. And it's Japanese giant wasps.
Okay.
30 of them attack a regular, European beehive.
Okay.
So, the same as the bees we have here.
Yes.
So it's 30 against roughly 30,000, and the wasps kill every single one of them and do not lose a single wasp.
Oh, I think
Because-
I saw that.
Yeah, because they're so gigantically armored that European bees have their stingers can't penetrate.
Yeah.
So there's just nothing. They just fought, and they're like in the documentary. They're like the only danger that the wasps are in are dying from exhaustion from slaughtering so many enemies. And it's like, so they kill them all and take the hive, and then they show a single wasp finding a Japanese honeybee nest, but the Japanese bees have evolved a way to fight these Japanese giant wasps.
Yeah.
And so what they do is, instead of just immediately swarming out at the sight of the intruder, they let the wasp come in a little closer, and they sort of bait him in and get a little too close, and the wasp's like, well, before I go back and get my buddies, I'll just have a snack. And
Yeah.
so it lunges into the hive, and then as soon as it grabs one of their guys, they swarm over it, and they start vibrating, increasing their body heat.
9S.
And
did you
the
ask
bees
Pascal
can
about
withstand
A2?
a heat
Huh?
of like
It's
3
not
degrees
recommended to
higher
interface
than
with
the
machines
wasp,
without
and they
consulting
cook the
command.
wasp alive
Yeah,
by
I know.
Oh,
dogpiling
Jesus.
it
I'm
and vibrating
Though
on
I
it,
suppose
and then they
such
go
intense
outside and they
curiosity can
remove
be
all of the
admirable
wasp
in
smells
its own
and
way.
stuff, so none of the other wasps know that they were there.
Thanks, 2B.
Like, it's
Still,
not great.
machines
It
are the
still
enemy.
takes like
Don't forget it.
20 bees to take down one wasp, but they do way better.
Yeah.
Operator 210 to 9S. This is your regularly scheduled contact.
But yeah, they just
Yeah,
kill
yeah.
it with like
No problems here.
heat stroke.
Copy that. I also need to inform you that the commander offers her personal praise for your recent achievements. As a direct result, we are currently considering boosting production of your model.
Really? I'm happy to hear it. I couldn't have done it without your support, operator. You're always so
Man,
cool
this
under
9S
fire,
is so
not to
good.
mention
We're gonna make
beautiful.
5 more 9Ss.
Flattery is unnecessary. Operator 210 out.
I really meant it, though.
Oh.
I like how we started the conversation, though. He was just like, yeah, I get it, whatever. And she was just like, but more. I have more conversation. I have side quests. I'm going to do those.
Okay.
Or should we focus on the main story? What do you think?
Okay.
Alright, good talk.
I
Did you hear all the rumors about this place with the trees and the bushes and the leaves? The castle built by the first machine king and the big old treasure? Okay. Boats or whatnot, and you wonder what it could be, and boy howdy, I'd love to find out and see him for myself, don't you know? What? A treasure located in the forest scene and proposal 9 I should investigate. Okay, so now I gotta go do the treasure chest?
I don't think this is for the chests. This might be for the big giant doors we found in the library.
Okay.
But it's like, it's on the map, so.
Yeah, I'm just wondering though, because like, there's a couple. So I can go do that now, but I still haven't figured out the quest with the treasure chest. I'm wondering if I should wait and come back and do that. There's also that, but that might be the moose that was sick.
Yeah, that's another. Well, no,
then-
you did that quest. This will be the second. This will be another quest. That's the bottom of the ravine
Yes.
guy.
So
but
I guess
yeah,
I'll do these.
So-
Circle to there, and then circle to there.
sure. Why not?
Works for me. I just wish I knew what those chests were for.
I mean, it might be the chests.
but there was
but I'm not
3
sure.
chests.
I think there might be 5 chests. I don't know.
Probably could have just teleported. I had the items.
Yeah, you get them.
Broken battery, broken circuit.
So, yeah.
So there's definitely a chest up there. And I know vaguely how to get that one. It's weird being so strong. Okay.
Okay. Yeah,
we'll see if
open
this
that
one-
chest and see if anything happens.
Oops.
Analysis. This part,
So it's just a bunch of junk?
while lacking in value, it may be connected to the supposed
Okay.
treasure
Okay,
of the
yeah,
forest
so we are
proposal.
searching for this.
It should be confiscated for safekeeping.
Okay, good.
Cool.
So I know we're like 2
Yeah,
more at
there's-
least.
There's a couple of them. Yeah, there might only be.
Anything else?
It's probably not 4.
Anything else from us?
Either 3 or 5.
Odd numbers. Always odd numbers.
Well, yeah, and also they just hate the number 4. We had that discussion last
Oh
time.
yeah, we did have that discussion last time. Is it that door? I guess it is.
Good work. You'll end up higher in this room if you keep going
Yeah, I know.
through the normal path.
Bye guys.
They tricked you. Every
You
time.
say that every time.
Yeah, man. They're just one of the statues, and you're like, oh.
There's one right above me.
Yes.
There's another one here right above me. There should be a ladder to climb up.
Mm-hmm.
Because I don't want to go down. There's nothing going down.
Analysis. This
Yep.
So it's...
well lacked proposal.
Yeah, you already said that.
All right.
And this one I should have dropped down in the next one. Ah, you bitch. And there's still actually
Analysis.
So it's...
Well
One more
lacking
I
in
know
that
of.
proposal. Analysis.
so it's probably
processing.
5.
Processing. Proposal. Initiate search for a door that matches the key.
Oh,
No, you got all 3.
what about? I'm sure there was another treasure chest.
Yeah, there was another treasure chest, but we never opened it. Like, it wasn't... like, we never opened it and found out that it was part of this.
Oh,
It just... There was a treasure chest that existed that you didn't know how to get to. And yeah, I think there is one down there. So yeah, if you go to the big giant door in the library,
yeah. No,
you fucked it up.
fuck.
It's probably filled with nothing.
It probably is. You're right. Fucking door.
Hmm?
Just that it was so like you go out the door and immediately it's a small ledge.
I mean, it wasn't immediate. You had plenty of time to stop. There was more than enough ledge to stop on. You just didn't.
I feel like because it's so
But also,
hard to get to.
also, you could try just not sprint through doors that you can't see what's on the other side.
yeah, that's true. I could slow the fuck down.
Like, sprint here because you know exactly where you're going. But when you get to a new area, you don't really need to sprint.
That's true.
I sprint everywhere. There's like in
Words. God damn it.
game with the Pillars of Eternity.
Yes.
Good work, camera.
Close.
You did it.
Yeah, I know.
Like I said, there's tons of space to stop. You just suck. But yeah, Pillars of Eternity. I walked everywhere in that first game in stealth mode.
Yeah.
If I was in a new place, I was doing that. And I had no issues with it. Like, I'm perfectly good crawling through anywhere on my first time.
Use memory alloy.
Memory alloy is important. It's a high
It is
level
actually,
upgrade
yeah.
material.
Alright, so now we go to library, and I vaguely recall how to get to the door. Yeah, no, I did use a lot of it. I only had a little bit of memory alloy, actually, so I'm actually not sad that I got that.
Yeah, memory alloy in the first game was one you had to do a whole dungeon to get it.
Really?
Yeah, it was... and then on your second playthrough, it just dropped it and made you not have to do that dungeon because it was long and tedious.
That's awesome.
So in the second playthrough, because it's a quest to get the memory alloy.
Yeah.
So on your second playthrough, you just go there and then it just drops out of the sky at the front door.
That's awesome.
And you just pick it up and they're like, "Oh, awesome!"
Okay, so
yeah.
did I go down? The
No,
ladder?
you need to. No, you've already. Wait, maybe.
Yeah, I think I go down the ladder, and then there's
Wait,
like
you've
a
already
series of
been
doors.
down. Oh yeah, there it is.
Yep.
That's the one. So go through there. Every group needs a ladder guy.
It's so weird that it looks like this is a church. It must be on the other side of the door.
Keyhole detected.
Yeah.
A corresponding key will likely be required.
Yeah, I got it. That's generally how keyholes work. Thank you.
Bitch, I know it. I believe one of the virtuous or cruel weapons is back here.
Well, I'm not giving it to that robot then. And that would make sense, actually. This is a field. This definitely looks like a sealed shrine.
Fight him. Yeah, it's
Oh.
the King's Grave. I think it's. I'm pretty sure it's a weapon. It's not. Yeah, this is not a normal enemy.
Holy shit! Where am I now? I'm actually going to use my hacking for a change.
Yep. Don't hit. Those black ones are saving you.
I didn't get hit once.
You did it. It also wasn't a boss.
Nope.
It
But
was
it was
just
a strong enemy.
It was a mid-boss.
It'd be great if that was like pure water just coming in.
So yeah,
What's
this is
this?
the body of the king.
Some kind of writing.
It reads, "Here lies the king of our forest. Alert. Storage media found. Digitization and saving complete."
Archive. Letter to the Forest King.
Wait, so is this the treasure?
Was the treasure knowledge and friendship? Maybe there isn't anything back here, but I'd look behind it if possible.
Here lies the Forest King Ernst.
Yeah, man. Ernst.
This exalted individual was the earliest among us to awaken to his own will, and for this reason did we name him our regent. Looking to sow the seed of this will in others, His Highness distributed his own precious parts. His retainers were the first to be so blessed, followed by his subjects, and in doing so he brought forth a paradise, one made for machines alone. Through his gifts did we learn of the thing called ego, and eventually of our own selves. And just as ego gives way to emotion, so too did emotion lead us to feel great loyalty to our king. But our king was too great and too kind. Having distributed his parts, he became difficult for him to function, and he soon fell into a deep and silent sleep. Now the only path left to us, his loyal vassals, is to construct a kingdom of eternal peace, one which lives up to the magnanimous heart of our king. And so, as a sign of both of our resolve and our gratitude, we leave in this place a chip made from our combined parts. Your spirit lives on in us, O great king, and so we implore you to rest in peace, the Forest Kingdom, its citizens as one.
So there's a chip here?
I think that was the chip that had the memory on it.
Oh, okay.
Well, there's nothing else back here.
Oh well. Maybe it was just this. And I mean, you have the item scan thing anyway, so you know there's nothing around.
Oh yeah, actually.
That's true. Oops. Wrong pod.